What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Third Gen Junkies. You know who it is, Chris. And on today's video, I think we're going to go ahead and get back into Space Ghost's 5.3 engine again. I did the video, this last video, with the review on the pulley tool, harmonic balancer puller. But I think on today's video, I think we're going to go ahead and jump into possibly installing this guy. And it's not what the box says. It's definitely not this cam. It is a stage 3 sloppy cam. And I want to pull this front cover off, and I want to get it in the parts washer, get it cleaned up, possibly get all this black, pour 15 off of it if possible. If not, it is what it is, and it'll look like that. It won't be the prettiest, but it is. And then I have a plethora of parts. As you can see, we have this is the timing chain cover set with the new seal and gaskets. This is rear main seal with gaskets. Brand new crank bolt, GM OEM crank bolt. We have the spacer for the transmission and the torque converter. We have a new timing chain, which is some Chinese, made in China, stuff that I bought in a lot with from a buddy, which was this timing chain cover, or the cam retainer plate, that's what it's called, and the snout spacer and the UMI LS swap brackets, along with the hardware. And we got our new oil pan gasket here. And then over here we have, here's our new dipstick tube, our new pickup tube, our windage tray, our F-body oil pan. There's the new Trick Flow 485360 25% under SFI dampener and pulley kit. And then back here is, if we don't want to use those mounts, I have the original clamshells that have the 4th gen mounts or swap over, where you just bolt them right in. But they actually make the car sit up higher. And I thought I actually had the adjustment plates. I thought these were the adjustable mounts, but I take it they're not, so hopefully I don't run into any issues. But my goal today is to pull the timing chain cover off this bad boy, see what it looks like. And I do have, it was out of the 6.0 that I had bought that was blown up, that they put too much boost to. I had bought that motor, and in this box down here there's a bunch of sensors, oil pressure sensor, the aluminum replacement barbell and seals and plugs, and then the pickup tube girdle here, so it utilizes both bolt holes. And then that's the accessory drive kit that I'm going to be using on it, which is the Corvette kit. But here's the LS7 lifters from Summit, and these are the lifter trays. The original balancer down there. But what I want to do is I want to pull it off, and getting back to the subject is over here in the ultrasonic cleaner. It's been soaking for a while. It's warm. That's the cam sprocket, and the oil pump is in there. I should have actually cleaned that old stuff out. I added new purple power to it, but the push rods are down in the bottom of there, and the oil pump is in there. And I thought it was a high volume oil pump, It's not. Come to find out, it is just a stock replacement Mellings oil pump. So I know this one is the stock one probably, because it was a stock black motor. But the Mellings one came out of that 6.0. So I just figured I'd run it through the cleaner and check it out. So I'll go ahead and tear this thing apart and see what it looks like in here. They aren't very tight. These are all 10 millimeters, by the way. So I mean, yeah, thought about it. You guys were wondering, 10 mils. Well, there's two down here that go up through the oil pan. I'm just using hand tools because I don't feel like going out to the truck to get impact. Pull these guys off. I'll actually get a better look at this thing and see what it looks like inside, because it didn't look all that great. Alright, I shouldn't say that bad. I mean, being as old as it is, but I know the outside of the block looks like crap. You seen all the work I put into that. And all these bolts are going to get reused, so I'll put these in the ultrasonic cleaner to get those cleaned up. Or the parts washer. Wow, came off pretty easy. Ooh, boy, look at that. That's crappy. But I thought we were gonna buy a new one, but I guess we're not. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean this guy up. Yeah. I thought I had another one from another engine. Which I probably did, and I probably threw it out. But I know there's one thing that's weird about these engines is, like, they say, okay, so if you look here, this is top dead center. Number one cylinder sitting completely at top dead center, and if you look down and on the bottom sprocket, there's a dot there. That dot is supposed to line up with this dot. This dot here should be down there, which makes no sense. I don't understand why it's like that. I mean, at all. Shouldn't be like that. But yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this gasket off, because we're definitely not reusing this thing. You can see they use a little bit of RTV in the corners. There we go. This thing's on there, so I'm definitely gonna have to clean up this block. Yeah, you can see the RTV right here in the corner from factory. I'm definitely not using this anymore. It's completely trashed. But yeah, look at the RTV just turned into straight garbage. It's rock hard. So yeah, this is getting trashed. The pickup tube, I'll have to flip it over, and actually I got to drain the oil out of it and pull the oil filter off of it. But I want to go ahead and I want to pull the cam sprocket off, pull the chain off, and at least install the cam. I do want to get that done now. So go go ahead and take the 10 mil again. Actually, we'll need an extension on here, so let's go ahead and crack this bad boy loose. There we go. Even if I don't put the sprocket back on and everything, because like I said, I have the new oil pump, or good used oil pump, is in the ultrasonic cleaner. The chain is in the ultrasonic cleaner, and I have to flip it over to pull the oil pan off to get the dipstick tube unbolted from the oil pump. So more than likely, I won't be putting all of that stuff back on in this video. I'll just at least get the cam in it. But yeah, the funny thing about these LS engines, almost all the bolts are the exact same, except for one's a hair longer than the other. Check that out. Cam bolt, oil pan gasket bolt, like 4 or 5 threads taller. We'll go ahead and drop that guy. Put these in a different spot on the cart there. Go ahead and pull that out. That thing's going to be garbage unless I throw it in the used LS pile and maybe use it for something in the past. And then one thing that I was always told is you can use the same sprocket, or excuse me, the same bolt for the sprocket as handle to be able to pull your oil pump out, but you can't pull it out until you pull a retaining plate off. So pull your retaining plate off. And yes, I know this will be a lot faster with my impacts. I don't feel like going out to the truck to grab the impact. So I'm just gonna wing it old school here. Takes a little bit longer, but it does the same thing. So there's that, and these retainer plates have the gasket on them to keep the oil in that area. That'll all get cleaned up. There again, I don't know if I'm gonna ever reuse these or not, so I'll literally throw it in the bin with the old parts and keep all the bolts together with them, so that, you know, in the future, if by chance something were to happen and I were to need one of these, then I could go ahead and use it. Number one rule, number one rule to this: do not look at the cam bearings. As if you look at your cam bearings, your engine will blow up. It's a known fact that if you look at the cam bearings, more than likely you're going to go, oh my god, they need to be replaced. But if you don't look at them and you just slap your new cam in and don't look at them at all, then you'll end up in a way better place. So don't look at them. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this guy out. And there are no lifters in this. Wait. Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong. There are still lifters in it. So, before I go any further, lifter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15 lifters are still in there. So first and foremost, I got to figure out how to get them out without destroying everything. So yeah, I have to get that done first. So give me a second. Alright guys, so the reason why the lifters are being such a pain to get out is all the varnish on them. And doing a little bit of research, I had sprayed PB Blaster on them and let it sit. PB Blaster didn't really do anything, liquid wrench didn't really do anything, but what I did do was I sprayed regular old O'Reilly's brand brake parts cleaner, non-chlorinated, down in there. And the oil's getting changed, so it doesn't really matter. Down in there on all these, and you see the puddle down in here, right here, and puddle down in there. And literally, I'm not even using what I should be using, which would be like needle nose pliers. I just literally have a pair of dikes, I guess you call them, or side cutters. Just grab the lifter, turn it, twist, pull, twist and pull, and then boom, just like that. Twist, pull, twist, pull. If the spring pops out of the lifter, not a big deal. If it gets stuck, you just pop it back down. Just keep working it, twist it, fight with it. If not, let it sit and go to the next one. Do the same thing. Twist, pull, twist, pull, twist, pull, twist, pull, and it comes up a little bit more at a time, and then boom, just like that. So I probably should be using something a little bit stronger to grab these with, but boom, just like that. Dropped it down. See, and sometimes you can hit it down and then you just grab it, snatch it right up out of there. Look at that. Look at that one, had a lot of rust on it, so it must have been close to a water jacket or something. See? Just like that. Got all those out. Let's try messing with this one again. Oh, see? Drop down, twist, pull, and bam, out of there. Let's check out this one. Let's see what happens here. Oh, little pin fell out. Knock this one back down in. Get that metal pin out of there. I don't want that little guy going through the engine. Look at that. Snatched it right up out of there. Grab this one. Let's see what happened. Cool. That one, a whole bunch of stuff fell out of it. Ooh, don't want that going through the engine. But now I can grab more of it. The dikes, grip it harder, pull it, wiggle and jiggle, and then there we go. Some of these bad boys are really in there. What? See? Little wiggle and a jiggle. Come on. Come on. Just work it, work it, work it. Work it some more. Come on. Pin came out. When that pin comes out, all that center guts can fall out like that other one. So be very careful that you don't end up losing all that down in the motor. It looks like all I got is 2 more, and this one is being very stubborn. Not stubborn no more. Now it's all the way over there on the floor somewhere. Same with this one. This one's really stubborn. Had to beat that one back down in there. Come on, you. Come on. Almost there. There we go. Alright, guys. All the crappy lifters are out. You know what that's called? Scrap. But now that these are all out, I gotta go chase them. Oops. Just knocking stuff over. You know, tripping over stuff, knocking stuff over. Go get our runaway lifter over here. Yeah. I want to inspect these a little bit. I want to inspect the rollers. That one's got a line on it all the way around, but my fingernail doesn't even catch in it, which is a good thing. That one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. That one's got a line on it all the way around too. That one is pretty good looking. That one looks good. It's got a little bit of scoring. Nothing bad. That one looks good. Yeah, so far, I mean, they look good. I mean, it doesn't really matter anyways, because it's not, they're not going to be used on this cam. So, yeah, then comes the next part. Comes the next part. Let's go ahead and pull the stock cam out of it. And remember, don't look at the cam bearings. Just twist the cam, wiggle and a jiggle, a little bit at a time, nice and easy, slow. Yeah, you can see right here on this one cam lobe that had a little bit of moisture on it, but yeah, this is another stock piece that's going to go in the stock trash pile or stock maybe replacement pile, I don't know, but so far so good. So far, so good. So one of the next things I want to do is I got a rag sitting here. I'm not going to spray this brake parts clean directly on the surface. I'm going to spray it on the rag. Clean this up. This black technically should be like hydro dipped. I mean, it's pretty bad. Very black inside, but it was only used as a plow truck. So I mean, the truck literally sat outside and all winter, and it was used just to plow the driveway. It was Ken's work truck until he got the new truck he has now, and it literally, that's all it was. So I mean, I think plan as of now is I'm just going to grab the lube, assembly lube, and I'm going to go ahead and lube this cam up, and we're going to stick it on in there, put the plate on, torque the retainer plate on, and that's probably going to be it. But you know, there's yeah, that's probably going to be it, because I don't want to do whole lot, and I got a lot more to do, but I wonder why it has that weird notch out of it right there. It's kind of weird. At least it's got the new gasket on it, and I got thread lockers for it, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I want to take this bolt out of the end of the camshaft and put it with that gear. And make sure all my other bolts and stuff are where they're supposed to be. And yeah, let's get this let's get the little engine assembly lube. Get this thing lubed up. I probably should have gloves on using this stuff, but I really don't care. Yeah, it's a stage 3 sloppy cam. Very nice. Kept it oiled up. I just had it in a different cam box. So go ahead and just put this one here. And I'm gonna go ahead and gotta be careful when using your bare hands, or even if you have gloves on with these, because these are razor sharp on the edges and they will cut you. My hands are already cut from playing with scrap the other day, so I mean, it is what it is, but you want to be careful. And they always say use a very liberal, I don't know, good amount on the lobes. The main ones you want to worry about are your mains, 1, 2, 3, and the ends, 4, 5. The centers are not that big of a deal, but you know, you might want to put some more on there. I mean, lube never hurts anything. Buddy, nice and lubed up. Alright, in we go. Try to get it in there nice and straight. Twist and slide. Easy, easy. Get to the next main. Twist and slide. Easy, easy. To the next main, twist and slide, easy, easy. And to the next main, twist and slide, easy, easy. That's usually the last one is the pain. Now once you get that guy in there, there we go. just like that. Cam's installed. Clean off any excessive assembly lube off of your mounting plate here. Then we'll go ahead and install the retaining plate. Go just like this. It already has a gasket on it. Make sure your surfaces are clean. And actually, I don't like all this buildup, and I'm not going to take the chance. So I am going to grab, let me see, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I got the flat blade. Go ahead and clean this varnish up. I don't like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean the mating surface a little bit better than what I did with the rag. Tedious, but you know what they say, slow and steady wins the race, right? Alright. Now, looks like red, right? Rate it blue. Blue Loctite. Oh, and don't forget to put the cap back on your assembly lube, or it'll get leaned on and get squished everywhere, and you don't want that. Little dab of blue. Set that there. Some more blue. I don't want to take any chances with any of this stuff because I want it to work and not break. And I hope my push rod length is proper. Alright. Put this bad boy back on. Actually, no, I won't. Hold on. Okay, now I'll install the retaining plate. That was not ideal. But, there we go. I wish I had the nut driver for this. I don't know what happened to it. But just gonna run them in by hand with this. And then we'll get the proper tools to torque it. So give me a second. Alright guys, so I went to the truck and I got my Lexivon Amazon brother-in-law's Torx set that he got me. Non-sponsor, but I've been using this for a while. And this here, it's a T40. And what would be my father-in-law's old, extremely old. It goes up 75 foot-pounds. Snap-on torque wrench. The old clicky. Brand new. It's got the old swivel head. It says it's 21 foot-pounds is what the cam retainer bolts call for. It's a 20. There's 20. There we go. It's locked. Go ahead and start with the bottom one. And the top one. And double check them again. And there you have it, guys. So, as of right now, we got a stage 3 sloppy cam. I don't like how these bolts protrude out of the plate. So, out of curiosity, I want to see if they're going to impede the cam sprocket. Almost looks like it's not even perfectly round. Really odd. I know this goes like this. Just curious, guys. I want to see. I think it's a mile. They're miles and miles away from them, but I just want to see. It's miles away from them, so looks good so far. Just wanted to check it. Pull this crappy one back off. And then put my father-in-law's torque wrench away, which I think this torque wrench is in the wrong box. I bet you the torque wrench that's in the other box goes in this box and this goes in the other one, but whatever. Whatever. Put this guy in here. And then, so come over here and show you guys what we got going on in the hot soups. So there's the timing gear. It's so funny, it looks way different than the other one. And there's our super hot and clean oil pump. And our push rods are way down in the bottom there. But yeah, see, M295, it would say HV if it was high volume, and it's just not. It's a stock replacement. But I'll get it nice and clean. I'll leave the heat on this thing, and I'm going to go dive in and find out the rest of the parts, and then get some more parts in here. Get cleaned up. And then gonna be done with this video and move on to the next stage of the build. So that's been the video of swapping in Space Ghost Sloppy Stage 3 cam and removing extremely stubborn lifters. So there's your how-to on swapping your cam and removing stubborn lifters that don't want to come out. So like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. We'll see you guys next time.